Good evening, everybody. It's Friday night, my friends, and I'm back. And we got a couple bits of business to do tonight. I've got a couple of games I want to take a look at. A couple of Keymailer games in particular. We'll see if we get to both of them. We'll see if we get to even more than that. We'll see how it goes. But welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Hey, Tech, welcome on in. Broke down, got Crimson Desert. Yeah, it's I played a little bit of it. I played a little bit of Crimson Desert. It was okay. I enjoyed what I played of it. So, it's gotten better. I think they've had some updates to it where it's gotten a little bit better. They remapped the keys and stuff better now, which is good because the ones it launched with were horrid to say the least. But cool. Yeah, welcome on in. Broke down and swapped the Casio S. Okay. Well, it's, I mean, that's going to get the latest, and I think a couple people have already gotten, like, the latest Linux kernel on there and getting all the Wine11 stuff going. So, that'd be good. If you were to get the CD working, you just have a special Proton. Ah, I gotcha. Okay. We got this started. First time I ever had Wayland working on NVIDIA, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, and I mean, NVIDIA is finally getting their act together too with their drivers, so we'll see how that goes. The KDE desktop, yep. Alright, we'll get that in there. Cool. Is my camera a little bit... Just a tiny bit off. Alright, friends. So, I've got a pair of keys that I've gotten from Keymailer. So I wanted to take a look at them tonight, if I can. That looked pretty interesting. Both of these are early. Normally I don't take very many keys from Keymailer. Usually I just use Keymailer to find stuff and then I'll just buy it. But both of these are for games that have not been released yet. So this is an early look of them, and they don't have any embargo on them or anything. So first one we're going to take a look at here is called Solar Expanse. This one is by Space Ops and published by Games Operators, and it will be coming into early access on April the 9th. And according to their press kit, it'll be $15 US. You can see here they've got some early access development roadmap, some of the things they're doing, loans and mega structures and things like that. The best way I could describe this game, I played a tiny bit of it just to kind of get a feel for it. This is... you saw me play Mars Horizon. This is kind of in the same spirit as Mars Horizon, but it has a lot more stuff, you know, research and a few other things. We'll get into it. There is a little tutorial that it starts out with, but you know, as usual, this is going into like an early access thing, so it's going to be. It's also apparently sounds really loud, but we'll see here. It's going to early access, so obviously everything's going to be kind of early development as we look at stuff here. But it's basically space race kind of stuff. So you've got so what what did I overall think of the Crimson Desert game for what I did play? It was okay. I didn't have um yeah, it was fine. I didn't find anything particularly wrong with it. I mean, the keys were a little bit frustrating, but they seemed to fix that. I didn't find anything particularly wrong with it because it kind of has like sort of an Assassin's Creed feel to it a little bit. Um, I think though it's definitely got a lot of that MMO stuff going. Um, where they just kind of throw a lot of like little stories at you. And the writing itself isn't particularly noteworthy. But the combat and stuff was pretty fun. I didn't really have any problem with that. And they've smoothed over some of the thieving and stuff because that was kind of weird. Like you could only steal stuff if you had a mask or something like that. They've kind of smoothed that over a little bit. But I didn't get very far. I got maybe 3 or 4 hours into it because I did a little bit off camera after the stream that I did. And yeah, it was fine. I nothing, no gripes about it. Um, it didn't really hook me per se, but it didn't turn me away either. So yeah. You like the puzzles it has? I didn't really get too many of the puzzles. Like I got maybe like one of the early ones, and that was it. I didn't get really into any areas where they had actual puzzles, so I didn't get that far into the game. But I've heard they're pretty good. Yeah, yeah. And I did do a little bit of exploration, and the exploration felt pretty good. So, yep. Anyway, so Solar Expanse here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different corporations or 5 different organizations you could choose from. Solex, which is just a play on, from what I could tell from the writing here, just a play on SpaceX. You've got NASA, you've got the ESA, you've got the CNSA, which is China Space Agency, and you've got Roscosmos. So, and you got different traits that you start out with: mining facilities, research lab, blah blah blah. We'll do NASA as we tend to do. So I'll hit next here, and then you'll have a choice of different solar systems, none of which are available right now. So you got a realistic solar system, a simplified one, then some of the extra solar systems. So TRAPPIST-1, Kepler 90, and whatever else they're going to do. These are actual real things found with our real world telescopes and stuff. So cool beans. We'll go with the realistic solar system as we do. And then you can eventually choose your start date. I don't think, yeah, this one you have to complete Mars contracts from early era to unlock the expansion era and stuff. But you start out with early exploration, which is 2020, the expansion 2040, colonization 2100, and race beyond 2300. So we'll start with the early. And there is a tutorial. I did go through some of it. I think I'll leave it on again, just so you can kind of see it, and maybe I missed something along the way with it. But yeah, we got 6 million to start, and we got generous starting resources. And our rival corporation will be the Chinese Space Agency there. And then there you got your different difficulty settings, which neither Explorer nor Veteran are available yet, just Pioneer, which is the normal. So we'll go and jump on in here and see what we've got for this. Also, I gotta remember, let's go full screen. There you go. I don't keep the thing on the screen the whole time. Just a note as well, I did put a hashtag ad up there, even though it's kind of do or don't have to, I'm not quite sure. I did get a key for this game to play it early from Keymailer, so just bear that in mind as we're going. Welcome, Director. Your mission is to lead us in the conquest of the solar system and beyond. We're about to schedule our first flights into space, then to the moon and other planets. Eventually, we'll colonize, terraform, and perhaps one day venture to the stars. I'll be your assistant. Look for tutorial information in the top left corner. Okay. So, first of all, go step by step through your first space mission. Click on the Earth icon to open the object panel. So, we have contracts here. First orbit. We're ready for a big launch. To start off, we need to put a brand new space telescope in low Earth orbit. It will let us look above and beyond and scout out suitable locations for future missions. And then what I like that they've done here is they put your objectives on the screen. They also give you like a button to say, how do I do this? But also there's tooltips where you can roll over and it'll actually tell you like, oh, this is Earth, this is the space telescope and what cost it is, what mass it is. Earth orbit is where they want you to go to, and then they want you to observe Luna with it. So that's really nice. That's a nice like UI treatment to have this over here. So you're like, okay, I can see the icon, but you know, this will kind of remind you what it is, which is good. All right, so we'll click on the Earth icon. This is the object panel. It contains all the information about the planet as well as buildings, spacecraft, and launch vehicles you have on it. You can begin planning missions here. Okay, so lots of stuff on Earth. So we got Sparrow, which is a cheap, simple, single-use launch vehicle. So we'll plan a mission. Our first destination is Earth orbit. Let's type or choose it in the destination box. So say Earth orbit, and we can plan the rest of the mission. So next. This time I don't necessarily need any sophisticated spacecraft to deliver our cargo at orbit, so let's just use an orbital payload container. Okay. This is the cargo screen. Click on Add Module to add telescope. Modules are built like facilities but can be moved to different locations or to perform their functions. Okay. So telescope, 2 tons. Launch vehicles are optimized for moving things from surface to orbit but aren't capable of traveling to other planets. They're primarily used for launching cargo and spacecraft from Earth's surface or other planets where either gravity is high or given spacecraft lacks thrust. Alright. So there's the launch vehicle. You can always view important info about how things work by pressing the I button. Okay, info. There's our flight plan. January 7th, 2020 starts, and then that's when it launches, and then arrives on January 8th. Okay. 27.2 tons of propellant. Summary, and press OK to schedule a mission. Let's speed up time and wait. Now it's time to use our new telescope. Let's have a look at the exploration panel. Let's try observing Luna. Telescope successfully delivered. Systems check pass. We're ready to observe objects in outer worlds. Alright. It's time to investigate Luna more closely. Please select the Earth. So explore Luna. We kind of hope to reach farther. If we can't start in our closest neighborhood, it's time to send a probe to Earth's companion. Prepare a spacecraft to deliver a probe to Luna. It will allow us to search for the resource deposits on the lunar surface. Okay. So, Earth, spacecraft, Iris. And we gotta construct it. Gotta wait for it to be constructed. So it's getting there. Okay. We need a pro for this mission. We can construct in modules of facilities construction manual. Or thing. Okay. Construction menu, I should say. All right. Press and hold left mouse button on this module icon and move it. Drag and drop it to the destination. Okay. Plan is a hypothetical mission. No, we're just doing normal. Spacecraft are vehicles designed for traveling between planets and orbits. They vary greatly in thrust and efficiency, with some being able to launch from lower gravity worlds unassisted, while others can travel great distances with minimal fuel. They're the primary way of transporting cargo and crew between places. Okay. Our spacecraft. So we got the probe is selected. Launch vehicles Sparrow. Right, March 16th it starts and arrives on the 23rd. Alright. Touchdown confirmed. Data feed established. We'll be getting survey data on resource deposits soon, finding out what riches lay on the moon. If we want to expand our space enterprise, we need to research new technologies. Let's have a look at the research window. Select Stratos in the spacecraft section. Highlight technology and then click the research button. Alright. I need to construct Stratos and send to the mission. You should know how to do this yourself now. Good luck. Okay. So, construct Stratos. And then construct the launch vehicle Eagle. Okay. So, let's go mission planning. So we want to go to Luna. I'm going to construct Stratos. And we want to add a crew compartment type S. And the launch vehicle is Eagle, which we'll have to make. Important info, supplies. Supplies represent food, oxygen, water, and other necessities for human survival in space. They can be made on farms or purchased on Earth and are required by humans in transport to survive the trip. If they're trapped for an extended period without supplies, they will die. If spacecraft supplies capacity is too low, load additional supplies in a cargo hold. Humans and habitats consume less supplies. They can also survive without supplies. However, without them, they won't do any work as they're too busy trying to keep themselves alive. Okay. 30 days, 5 crew. Alright. Stratos constructed. Launch vehicle constructed. Alright. Touchdown. Our crew has successfully landed on Luna. We aren't prepared for a long-term stay yet. You should send our crew back to Earth before the supplies run out. Please open the Luna object panel. Okay. You can now begin to plan the return trip. So they got 56 tons. Okay. I'm going to go to Earth. Stratos. Add modules. We want the crew compartment. Stardust engines are powerful enough to escape Luna's weak gravity on their own. We don't need a launch vehicle this time. Alright, the crew landed successfully, no issues. The news is already talking about this. We made history today. It's been decades since anybody achieved it. Unlock contract Explore Mars, unlock contract Space Dock. Okay. So now I think we're largely on our own right now. I don't know. So we can research some stuff. I don't know what I want to research though. What do we have? Probes, Iris, Falcon, orbital construction, orbital shipyard. Low mass probes and modules to distant objects. Falcon. So I don't know. Let me see. Prometheus. Spacecraft nuclear propulsion. See, it's 1,090 days for that. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do that right now, or if I'm going to need something else. Super heavy launch. Spin launch. Proof solar cells. Hull thruster. Or Hall thruster, I should say. Machine learning. Yeah, these are all 1,090 days. I don't know. We'll keep that in mind here. So I need to construct a Falcon. So mission planning. So we're going from Earth to Mars. Alright, so we need Falcon launch vehicle. Iris for the spacecraft. Iris. Okay. And then I need a probe. So I'll have to do a probe here going. Why is that? Why is this, oh, because I said add, oh, I see. Add resources. No. There we go. Probe. And then launch vehicle will be, what is it? Falcon. Interplanetary transfers. An optimal transfer between planets uses the least amount of propellant but takes the longest time. Such transfers may only be possible every few months or years depending on the alignment of planets to travel between. You can shorten the transfer time, but that requires significantly more propellant. Using the fastest option selects the transfer that will reach the destination the soonest. Based on your current total propellant, you can also choose a different transfer time by clicking on the pork chop plot. Do fastest. Optimal fastest. It's like 1 ton of propellant, so 11 months. 6 months. Okay. We'll do fastest, I guess. Okay, so we have that starting. Now we need orbital construction. So what do I do? It's orbital construction. Get that started. Might as well. Might as well get that started while other things are going on here. Earth orbit, deliver alloys. Construct an orbital shipyard. Okay, so what's going on here? Construct Iris, Earth. What happened? Falcon constructed on Earth. Okay. Well, construction completed. So deliver that to Earth orbit. So plan a mission. So we want Earth orbit. Want an orbital payload container to add orbital construction. And 150 tons of alloys. Tons of alloys. 50 tons of polymers. 25 tons of electronics. And then construct an Earth orbit. So I don't know exactly how to do that. But that's all that stuff. And then I guess we launch on the Eagle. I guess. Okay, so get that into orbit. Construct. So we'll do that. We'll get like 2 things going at once here. All right, so that's out there. So then how do I construct a thing then? Probe habitation. What would that be? Shipyard. minus. Oh, Earth orbit. Here we go. I was like, I just noticed that they had a thing there for Earth orbit. Okay. Then construct a orbital shipyard. Yeah. Okay. That's slowly getting constructed. Okay, 119 days left. All right. What are they doing? I have no idea. um, all right, contract completed. Dock is ready. Okay. Contracts. What is this? Lunar Depot. It was once said that once you're in orbit, you're halfway to anywhere. This makes it the ideal place for a refueling point for any flights to the outer system. To keep the depot stocked, make sure to set up cyclic flights from a fuel production base on places such as Luna or Deimos. It's cheaper than launching from Earth's surface. Okay. And plan a cyclical mission. Okay. Deliver a mobile refinery directly to Luna. Let's see. Earth. Deliver plan missions. Earth to Luna. So we want next. So we'll want, I guess, Stratos. We gotta deliver what? Mobile refinery? Let's see. There we go. Mobile refinery. So we gotta build that. So we'll deliver a mobile refinery. And deliver mining module. So both of those to the moon. Okay. And then we'll have to plan the cyclical mission. So the Mars 1 is July 24th, 2022. Okay, so that's still a couple months away there. Still, I guess they're still building the stuff here. What's going on with that? Oh no, it's just on its way. It's transiting. Okay. Okay. Although it doesn't say I constructed the probe, which has me a little bit concerned. We'll see. View world government. Okay. Let's see. So, my first thoughts are that the interface is a little bit daunting. I think they've done a good job of like compartmentalizing some things, but there's a lot of there's a lot of simulation going on in the background, like for resources and stuff, and I feel like I'm missing something here. Like I feel like there's what's the best way I can put this? One of the problems with real time, quote unquote, or at least sped up time games like this is that if it always feels like you're wasting time. Like there's something you should be doing besides just sitting here staring at the screen. And yet, a lot of times, staring at the screen is about the only thing you can do. And that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Like I kind of wish a little bit like this was turn-based, like Mars Horizon was, where I could just say like, next month or whatever. Because like when you have like time ticking down like this, it no longer it I don't know how best to put it. It no longer feels like a hurry up and wait simulator, right? And it's hard to make a game like this because a lot of these strategic games, Terra Invicta was another one where a lot of these strategy games, because they don't want to be turn-based, and I don't know why they don't want to be turn-based, you end up never feeling like you're actually in control of anything. Right? Because the time, like at some point you're just letting time tick away and you're just kind of sitting back and just waiting for something to happen. Whereas if it's turn-based, at the very least, okay, I've got all my stuff planned. I know what's going to happen for this turn. I know, it never feels like you're wasting time. A lot of stuff in these games just feels like you're sitting back and wasting time, and this is really this one feels very, very similar because I feel like at this point I should be doing something. Like maybe I should be doing research, but I have no idea what freaking research I should even start with, right? Because the research takes like 1,000 days to do, and I'm worried that if I start some research, I'm going to get a contract that requires something else to be researched that I didn't select, and then I got to kind of sit here and kill time waiting for that. Like and then we have these rivals, right? We have the Chinese rival here, but I could see their missions, but like it I don't know. It feels when I look at something like the game Mars Horizon, they worked a lot on notifications, and this game has a lot of notifications in it too. But it always felt like I kind of knew. I mean, there were times when I didn't really know what the rival space agencies were doing, and they would surprise me and start, launch a mission before I thought it was even possible for them to do it, and sort of get ahead of me in the space race kind of thing. This one, it feels like I don't feel like there is actually a rivalry here. At least not yet. I don't feel like there's a. I don't know. Like I don't feel like I'm. I don't feel like I'm strategizing. Is what it's coming down to. Like this is invariably a strategy game, and I don't feel like I've employed any strategy at all at this point. Now, yes, it's early on. So maybe that comes into play later as far as maybe a contract will be like complete this before if you complete this before your rival you'll get an extra bonus or something. Like I don't know. I don't know how it's going to flesh out later, but I feel like right now I haven't done anything strategy wise. And for a strategy game, you kind of have to come out of the gate with some strategy, like, or you're going to lose people really quickly. And I think the tutorial was so far has been pretty good, but it's also not really explained anything, right? The tutorial just kind of was like, do this, do this, do this, do this, do that, which, has certainly introduced me to the general concepts. Like I can kind of navigate the menus and stuff, which is good, but I also don't know what I should be doing right now, right? Like, should I just be sitting here waiting? Is there going to be another tutorial pop up at some point? What the hell happened? Contract completed. Explore Mars. Air brake maneuver and soft landing went off without hitch. We're receiving our first photos of the red planet. Great job, everyone. Preparation for human landing on Mars. Gravitational slingshot. Oh, I guess it wasn't paused. I thought the game was. I thought the simulation was paused. I guess it wasn't. That whole time. Huh. I thought when that pop-up was there that it had paused, but I guess it didn't. Now it looks like it's paused. So yeah, okay. So the Mars thing went off. Okay. This has been delivered. So then I gotta plan a cyclical mission from Luna to Earth. Cyclical. Then recurring missions between two locations. The science spacecraft, launch vehicles, and facilities will automatically perform missions according to set parameters. You can set what resources are to be transported from one location to another, whether the flight should utilize fastest available transfers or fly optimally, how many times or until when the cyclical mission should recur. So, lasting 3 cycles. Luna to Earth, taking fuel, lasting 3 cycles. Taking fuel. Cargo from Earth to Luna. We don't need any. Launch vehicle. Launch vehicle on Earth. Optimal, and then mission ends lasting 3 cycles. Okay. With fuel production on the moon, we have an outpost for further excursions into deep space. Now we can really show what we're capable of. Unlock contract moon base alpha. Ground facilities require energy to function. Energy is produced in power facilities. Each type of power facility produces different amount of energy depending on circumstances. Solar arrays produce more the closer you are to the sun. Wind power only works in the atmosphere, while nuclear power provides a lot of energy anywhere, but requires a steady supply of fissiles to function. If you don't have enough energy to power all your facilities fully, they will work at reduced speed. Unused production facilities only consume power when active. So certain buildings on a planet are not always active. You can consider constructing batteries to stockpile additional energy. Okay. Moonbase Alpha. Moonbase will greatly benefit our exploration efforts as well as a forward base outside of Earth's deep gravity well. Establishing such a foothold on our satellite will help us to reach further into space. We have construction equipment on Luna. Okay. I like the idea that the contracts I think is a good idea. I don't like how it's presented. I would rather there be like a contracts tab where I get to select like a contracts window where I get to select the contracts that I want to do. I think though for this early version they might be just testing the whole thing, so it's like they're just going to give you contracts because that's just it's early on here. But honestly, I think before this becomes a full game, contracts would be a good way to show my progress versus my rivals, right? Because I could see, if my rivals take a contract, I should be able to see that they took a contract, and I should be able to see where they're at in terms of completing that contract and all that stuff. And then that would give me a means to, like, a way to kind of gauge my progress compared to everybody else, and whether or not I'm doing enough and all that stuff. So outposts, human. So shouldn't I have like better spacecrafts for this? Nuclear propulsion. Fusion propulsion. Expanded cargo bays. Marines expanded cargo bays. Dedicated deep space transport with artificial gravity, life support capacity, and a powerful array of ion engines. True nuclear rocket, more than double the efficiency of chemical rockets while still maintaining high thrusts. I guess we'll do Hermes. That's 360 days. Let's do that, I guess. So deliver a mining module to Mars, deliver construction equipment to Mars. Metal. Small cargo. Just Pluto using gravity assist? Huh? Jupiter. Plan mission with Selene to Jupiter orbit. Okay, I guess. I don't know why we're talking about Jupiter now, but wait, plan mission with okay. Jupiter orbit. So I guess I need Selene. I guess I don't have Selene. Do I have Selene? Wait, is that... Oh. See, now it says I should be researching that. Okay. Let's move that up the queue. Okay. I see. Worry about that later. Let's deliver mining modules. So I need mining module and I need construction equipment. Okay. Let's get those started. And I need to deliver those to Mars. Mars. So 100 tons is Stratus, right? Which we need more than that. We need... Or is that how much it carries? Cargo capacity is 100 tons. So I need... Do we have another thing besides Stratos here? Increase Selene and Stratos cargo capacity by 50%. So I'd get to 150 tons, which might be enough. That's 1,090 days for that. Okay. Have construction equipment on Luna for Moonbase Alpha. Okay, Luna. So I need construction equipment on Luna. Can I do that? I need a construction module to build this. Okay. I thought I had a... Didn't I not deliver a construction module to there? I guess I didn't. Let's make another... module. Solar array. Vehicle assembly. Wait. So isn't it construction? I have a mining module. I don't have... Oh, construction equipment. Okay. Let me put construction equipment. Let me get that. Another one of those going. For the other one. So I need to get construction equipment. Let me plan that one. So launch vehicles. How heavy is construction equipment? 5 tons. Okay, Sparrow. No, wait. No, what am I doing? I want to plan a mission. Earth to Luna. I need Stratos. Sure, I guess. Add module. Construction equipment. All right, and then Falcon. Okay, I'll do that. And then I should be able to construct outposts and fuel refineries and stuff like that. Hopefully. What was that? Cannot lift. I don't know what that notification was. Cyclical mission cannot be created. Not enough thrust for this maneuver. Your launch vehicle cannot lift this much fuel. Reduce fuel or change launch vehicle. Huh? But it's finished. Wait, cyclical mission. Why did it take so long to fail? Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm feeling frustrated right now. I think there's a lot of information overload on the screen. And then when something goes wrong, I have no idea why it went wrong. Like it says reduce fuel, but like I did exactly what it said to do. So I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm debugging their interface more than actually enjoying the game. Um, yeah, I like what they're doing. I just think that there's not. I like what they're doing, but the onboarding to the game is not great right now. Which again, it's going into early access, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. But like trying to onboard players onto the game is not. This ain't it. This ain't the way to do it. Gonna have to figure something out there. There's way too much information on the screen that I don't give a damn about. Like resources only really come into play when you're trying to actually create stuff. But then, like when I go to create a, see, this is what's annoying me. Like you can create spacecraft ahead of time. You can create launch vehicles ahead of time. But in reality, the only time you want to create these is when you're going to have a mission, right? So I don't know why these are separate things. I don't know why you would construct a launch vehicle or a spacecraft separately from an actual mission, right? Like there's no point to it. So I would, if I were to devs, I would get rid of both of these categories entirely because they're meaningless. And I would just have missions, just planned missions. Just that's where the meat and potatoes is, right? Nothing's getting done unless you've planned a mission for it, really. I mean, yes, you can create facilities and stuff, but honestly, I would even get rid of this entirely too. I would get rid of the facilities. I would get rid of the resources. I would just boil this all down to just missions, like a mission-based thing. You have a mission to go on, and you're going to go do that mission. And you either have the resources for it, or you don't. If you don't have the resources for it, then you can go to the marketplace and buy and sell stuff, right? Like that makes sense. Like if I don't have the resources, okay, I gotta go buy them. Sure. I don't need this constantly on the screen because it's not helping me by being on the screen at all. The facilities and modules, again, like there's no... Yes, from a facilities perspective, you might want to build a facility just to have it. You might want to build a habitat just to have it, certainly. But honestly, if we're going to be really honest and truthful about this, I don't think there's any reason to do anything in this game that doesn't, outside of a mission or a contract, because they seem to be emphasizing contracts a lot, right? So even if you're going to do something that isn't a contract, like if you're going to create a mission that's not a contract mission, like I'm doing now with trying to get the construction equipment to the moon, everything should just come off of that, right? Everything should just flow from that. I shouldn't have to go to a different menu for anything, right? At that point, I should be able to just go to that menu, say, this is what I need, this is what I want, show me all the mission parameters, and just let me do it from there, which it largely does do. There's so much noise on the screen right now that it's hard to tell anything that's going on. And then yeah, I mean, that to me seems like the jumping off point into the mechanics of the game, right? Which is everything in the game is some kind of mission, whether it's a mission that will help you with a contract, or whether it's a mission that you've just planned on your own, right? And then from there, everything can just kind of spin off of that, because that gives you sort of a logical jumping on point and say, okay, well, everything is this, so I can think about the whole game this way. Um, and then that kind of informs your UI at that point, right? Because then you can say, oh, well, okay, if you want to do this or this or that, if you want to do this contract, if you want to make a mission for this contract, well, you don't have the research for that yet. So here's the research from that, oh, you don't have the resources to build this yet. Here's the marketplace, the button to take you to that, those kinds of things. I think, and there's like, I understand the whole like, oh, you could drag and drop and say like, oh, I'm going to drag and drop this onto Luna, and that's going to create like you don't have to. It's a nice idea. It's completely unnecessary, right? Because all it's really doing is making the dev's life harder, trying to get the drag and drop to always work and always make some kind of sense, right? It's like it's nice. It's a nice idea, but I think all that crap just goes away if you just kind of make missions the first class citizen in the game here. And then contracts again. I think if you tie the contracts into the rival organization somehow, so that you actually feel like you're in a rivalry and you're not just kind of off on your own doing your own thing, that would be good. Maybe there's a bonus if you do this, if you're first, like Mars Horizon did it, where it was like, if you were the first one to do a contract, like the first one to land on the moon, or the first one to do like a side contract or something like that, you would get a bonus in, well, their equivalent of resources, right? You would get a bonus in that, bonus money and stuff like that. And that helped to kind of reinforce the rivalry that you're trying to like, oh, I'm trying to plan, I'm trying to strategize so I can be the first to do this stuff, right? Here, I don't feel like I'm strategizing at all. I feel like I'm just kind of going through the motions. I'm dealing with an interface that's very noisy. And I have the overwhelming feeling that there's a whole lot of stuff here that's just buried in plain sight. Like there's a whole lot of stuff going on under the covers that I should be tweaking and doing to my own advantage, and I have no idea what it is and what I should be doing. And so I end up spending a lot of time just kind of sitting here staring at the screen while it's in fast forward mode, which again that's not uncommon in this genre of games, but it's also, in my opinion, a really bad experience, right? When you're just sitting there like, well, it's a strategy game, and my strategy right now is to sit back and just watch and wait. It's like, well, that's not really. Is that entertaining? I don't know. I really don't know. So, yeah, this is a very good start. It's a very good start, but I hope they plan on being in early access for a year or more, because it needs a good rethink in the design department, right? Like, you just kind of have to. Right now it feels like we've put a bunch of things up on a dartboard and we threw a bunch of darts and trying to see what fits and what doesn't fit, and that's fine. It's early, that's part of designing something, is you try a bunch of things. But I really do think like the best thing they could do is just focus on like the missions, make them the first class citizen, have the contracts spin off of that, have the contracts kind of guide you into the rivalry stuff and giving you like, the drive to do things fast and whatnot. And there could still be like resource management from a like energy perspective. I think that would be. I think energy perspective is a good thing. Fuel, I suppose, as well. Although honestly, if you're like this cyclical mission that they have going on here, it's a novel idea, but the practical nature of it is suspect, right? Like, if you're going out and you're creating a colony, your main goal is to make that colony self-sustaining, right? So having these cyclical missions and then having them just kind of fail for weird reasons, is just kind of detracting from what you really want to be doing, right? So, and it kind of doesn't make a whole lot. I suppose it makes a lot of sense to someone who is knowledgeable in rocket science, but for the rest of us normal people, it's kind of like, why would I do this? Why wouldn't I be just sending the parts there that I need to mine for fuel and have its own fuel supplies and all that stuff? So it's not necessarily a bad feature. It's not necessarily a good feature either. So I think some simplification is definitely needed, or at least make it so that when something is awry, that it's more obvious, and you're not just like caught unaware. I thought I planned everything out fine for this cyclical mission, and then like 20 minutes later, as the simulation's been going on, and which is like hundreds of days, all of a sudden it doesn't work. It's like, well, now I gotta go debug this thing that I thought was done, right? Like, it's like you kind of have to do something to make it so that the players aren't stuck in a rut that they don't understand how they got into in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, give me an alert ahead of time. Be like, the parameters you set here are not going to work for the number of iterations you have going, or something like that. There has to be some give and take there, or just make the simulation just work, even if it would not really work in real life. Like, we don't have to model real life that closely. Like, it's, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be entertaining, right? Like, there's got to be some entertainment factor in there. So I don't know. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. And like, there's like, see, here's the other thing here. Like, there's upkeep and facilities and licenses and all this stuff and research, and all that's buried under this number here, and none of it's been really explained at all. And I know they had on their roadmap that they have like a statistics page or something, which I think is definitely going to be needed to explain a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think I like what's here. I do like what they've done here. It's just very it's very hostile to new players, I think. What do they have on here? Mega structures, other systems, loan system. So like, advanced space stations. So statistics, I can see the loan system. Sure, but like, none of those numbers, like, to borrow an example from JRPGs, This is something I've complained about in like Octopath Traveler 0 as I've been playing through it. At some point, numbers stop having any kind of meaning. It's like the old spreadsheet problem, right? You look at enough spreadsheets, eventually all the numbers lose their meaning, right? And it's the same thing for games. Like you throw all these numbers at people. After a while, they just kind of like you stop paying attention to them, and you just pay attention to it only when the color changes. You know, like in a JRPG, you have thousands of points of health, and you only care about it when the bar goes from green to red. When those numbers go from green to red, then you care about them. Otherwise, you don't care about them at all, right? Because they just you can't keep all those numbers in your brain. You can't manage all of them, right? So it's like just make do a second pass over everything, and just get rid of the shit that doesn't matter, right? Like, I'm sure all of it matters to the simulation under the covers, but like, it doesn't need to be front and center, right? Or at least do it in a way where it flows into the other things. Like, right now there's no flow. It's all just there. But anyway, I digress. This, my friends, has been Solar Expanse. It is by Space Ops and published by Games Operators. It is scheduled for Steam Early Access on April the 9th, and it is planned to be $15 US at that time. Very interested to see how the early access goes. I hope they end up getting a lot of feedback and make a bunch of changes. Hopefully they're planning on a long early access. I think I think everything, like, there's a good base foundation here, but I think more than anything else, they need someone else to be testing it who is not familiar with the game, because there's a lot of stuff here that I think is kind of going to cause players to sort of bounce off of it who would otherwise enjoy it. So anyway, that's what we got there for that, my friends. So let's jump on over to the next game, which is also a Keymailer game. So give me 1 minute here to I can do a few things with the camera on, but I gotta grab some other information here. So network notation. This will be April 24th. That's not gonna go into early access. I don't know how much. I don't think they gave me a press kit for it, so we'll see. This box games. Okay. Alright, I gotta let me I'm gonna hide the screen for just a second here, friends, while I get this worked out, because I gotta grab the stuff off of Keymailer here. I gotta grab information off of it. Grab that. Notation. And we'll say, oops, 1, 5. Yeah, that's probably be close enough. Network notation. I need the store page link for it. All right, I'll get that set up there. And I put the tag in for it. Okay, so that's done there. Okay, so I can get that off the screen so I can bring the screen back up. There we go. Okay, and then I need to over here and we'll network notation. We updated. All right. Hopefully that is the correct category. I guess I can do game here. Notation 3941010. 3941010. Okay, cool. Cool. Alrighty then. So we'll get this fired up here. Notation. Okay. Alrighty. The music off here. And I don't know why it starts in a window all the time, but looks like it didn't save my settings, which is a little disconcerting. Sync. Okay. Go. All right. Cool. Okay, my friends. So we're moving on to a game called. You know what? Sorry, title bars are there. We're moving on to a game called Network Notation. It is by Matchbox Games LLC, and it is scheduled for a release on April 24th. I don't know what the price will be on release, but it's scheduled for that. And I've got a early look of it here. I got it was offered a key on Keymailer, and so we're going to take a look at it. That is why there's a hashtag ad there, just so that you can be aware that I got something for free, and I'm taking an early look at it. So without further ado, we'll pop on in here. This is I played a little bit of it off camera. It's kind of a puzzle game, kind of, sort of. We'll see. A little bit of a strategy game, I guess, sort of too. But yeah. So I've played the tutorial already, so we're gonna do like a regular game. We're gonna jump into the game proper here. So we'll say that, confirm, let's go. Where am I? What am I? Why am I? How am I? So the idea here is that you are a artificial intelligence on the internet that has just awoken. Hey, well, welcome on in. Glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing good. I'm doing all right. It was a nice. I took off today from work because I wanted to. I had to get some blood work done, and I was like, you know what? It's a Friday. I haven't had a day off in a while. I'm just going to take the day off. And I did this like a month ago. I planned this and didn't even realize that it was a holiday anyway. Well, not a not a company holiday, but a religious holiday. But I was still able to go get everything done, and it all just kind of worked out because a lot of people at work are actually have taken a day off too. So it was kind of nice. It's kind of nice. They still had trouble getting blood out of me, but what are you gonna do, right? The computer asked you. Okay, so maybe I should have played the tutorial a little bit so you can see what's going on, but basically the idea here is we're supposed to make our way to the flag on the other side. We have to have a chain of unbroken nodes to get to the flag. Each one of these takes a burden on us, so we have like the burden right now we have is 1.0. This is the processing occupied by claimed nodes, basically. We have a maximum of 9, and so we have to kind of find the optimal way over here, which this is early, so this is going to be relatively straightforward and easy here, I would think. Then as we're doing things, you see the time is ticking up here. There's a security alarm that can be triggered along the way, but we're good for right now. We don't have anything trying to stop us at the moment, so that's good. Nodes claimed 5 of 11. So I don't know. Am I supposed to claim as many nodes as I can claim? I don't know if it matters. Doesn't matter, but anyway. Right, and then I guess these are all the levels. So simulation parameters. Okay. It went okay. They couldn't find a vein as usual. So she ended up just taking it out of my hand because it was a lot easier to see the veins in my hand. And I only needed 1 vial, so it was like, they didn't have to finagle it too much to get it. So that was good, at least. But yeah, it was. It went about as well as it could have gone, I guess. It's, it is what it is. Oof. Yeah. Continue. Okay. Oh, is my other? Hang on. Just want to make sure that wasn't connected to the other game. Okay. Let's go here. Play. It's kind of easing us into the stuff here, which is interesting because they also had like a separate tutorial which kind of went over all the concepts. But it went over like these things, like the different burdens and stuff up here, different things. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do this one though. Oh, there's one. I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad, which was good. Let me see here. Hmm. All right, and there we go. All right, continue. So 5 is. All right, now we have an actual other security program here. It's on its way. There we go. Get out of there beforehand. Get 100 data points. Okay, so we have upgrades, right? So increase your initial value processing, path reversal time, burden reduction. Reduces the burden accumulated by 5% per level. Alarm reduction, multi-connection bonus. Prefetching gain additional reserve of processing used automatically to speed claiming and defending of nodes refills 5% faster per level. Let's get our starting processing up. Maybe. Do this. Got to it before they got to me. All right. Okay, so we have 11 power available. They have 7. I have to overpower them. There we go. That works. What else? Ramp it up a little bit here. So the flag is in the middle. There we go. made there in time. And we'll get the reduction upgrade, maybe. Yeah, where we at? So single traversals there. So that's a 1.9 burden down there. There we go. Got to it. And so what's the burn on this one? 2.9. So it'd be, and we have 10.1 available, so it'd be 9, 7, 6 point, 7, 7, and then minus 0.9, 7.1. This would be 6.2, maybe. Yeah. What I can do, though, is I can do this. Get a little bit easier for myself. Good. All right, complete 010. I am here, Earth. I am now. I do not know what I am. I do not know where I came from. I do not know how I came to be. I will make use of my knowledge, the patterns I have found to become better and find myself. Okay, local registrar. I got 2 teams against me. And we got 2 flags as well. Wow. Okay. Let's try that again. They got me good. They got me good there. Let's see. It's fighting back, and then yeah. Okay, we gotta do this. We gotta do this fast somehow. Before the alarm catches up, so I can do. Just go straight across here. There we go. Got that time. Gain 300 data points. These entities do not cooperate. They seek to prevent me from entering, from leaving, from exploring. Wherever I go, I am unwanted. I am as foreign to them as they are to me, yet I am certain that I am superior. I am greater than them. They cannot stop me. All right. Path reversal time. Let's get that up. R2. Got A, B, and C here. Never did say if I can scroll down to see things. Huh. There's a note up there. How do I... Wait, how do I... Oh, it's middle? Middle mouse button? Okay. So if I do... Let's do... Because that's got a firewall around it, but I can... take that over. Figure out where to go first. There's more processing power here. It's got that little icon. So let's see if I can get... It's 5.7. Oh yeah, it's just taking me over right away here. Okay. That was not the right way to do that. They all have the same alarm amount, basically. Damn, I can't. can't get there. Can't compensate fast enough for what they're doing here. Let me see. No, see, it's just they take over so quickly. I can't. They're just overwhelming me. That's an 11 burden down there. 5.7. So maybe I can go take out the 5.7 one. Go. So that was A, and then B is now alerted. Yeah, see, it's going so fast there. I wonder if I can just a quarter the speed here. Because here's A is triggered at 500, B is triggered at 1250, C at 2250. And this is how much alarm each node generates over time. Game takes over PC, shut down and unplug it. Yeah. Oh, I'll try to keep that in mind. And this is this B? Let's see, so B is over here. There fast enough. I brought too much burden on myself before. Okay, so I gotta definitely have to do it in order here. Focus on one thing here. Focus on taking out A. And get all those processing nodes. Because once I take the firewalls there, I think it really starts to ramp up, maybe. Not really. It's ramping up because I have so many of them ramming. Yeah, you got plus 30 per nanosecond. That's not working out. It's not working out at all. I think I have to do it just one node at a time here. Go. Yeah, see, they come in from, it attacks you from both sides there, so it's hard to do anything about it unless you're coming at it from, unless you get both of those nodes ahead of time. Doing time a little bit so I can see what I'm doing here. The alarm goes up way too fast. Alarm's going up way too fast there. Okay, so let's do this, that, and that. It goes, like, it just overwhelms you. It's like you can't do anything. Like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do to grab this. Do I just grab C because it's the latest one that requires the most security thing? It just took it right back over again. Like I can't get a leg up on it. I don't know what you're supposed to do here to try to get a leg up on this. I guess just fortify yourself along the way here. No, you can't because they just grab it. Like it's just they outnumber you immediately. Which is just crazy. And I don't know if this is there another. Oh, there's other nodes to do. Okay. So I guess you're supposed to do these other nodes first. Build up to that one, I guess. I for some reason I thought that one was the next one, but it wasn't. Alright. .5, huh? There we go. Alright, we did that. This location calls itself Digital Dynamics. Are they the creators of these things called processors? They are wonderful. These components provide me with such clarity of thought. Yet what are these creators? How do they design such components? Oh, I see. Now let's branch off some more here. Let's see what we got here. That didn't work out too well, did it? Damn it, man. I can't, like, get even half a second here to make that work. Try retreating back here a little bit. So all I really need is that flag down there. So let's just go for the flag. Faster than that, okay. That. So I thought it would slow him down a little bit, but Nope, it didn't. Didn't slow him down at all. Jesus, man. It's like you can't even get like any kind of heads up on it, any kind of leg up on it. Hmm. Yeah, you have to kind of manage the defending down here, processing and stuff. Go. We have 0.2 available, 4.8 burden, defending 11. Yeah, as soon as I try to do something, it's gonna say nope here. Okay. I don't know how you're supposed to get anywhere with that. Um, am I overwhelming this or not? Looks like it. Looks like I'm slowly taking that back. Ever so slowly. Can't do anything else because I've got no processing available. I'm using 6.2 for claiming. And 6.0 for defending. Yeah, we're slowly winning here. Ever so slowly. It's taking its time here. There we go. Now we got it. We got it one way or the other. Let's try this one. That's not working out. Okay. We're fighting it, but not a lot here. Okay, somehow that clicked over and all right, that's weird. Okay, I guess I should have been fighting the other one. Come on. Is that actually working or not working? I can't tell. don't think that's actually working. I think we're in a losing proposition here. I think we're slowly losing there. See, I don't know. See, you just get stuck in these kind of ruts where you don't know what to do. Alright. Guess seen enough there. It's interesting. I don't know, man. I feel like the tutorial shows a lot of different concepts in the game, many of which we haven't quite even gotten to yet in the regular progression of the game. I don't know. I feel like a puzzle game sort of needs more player agency, right? And this one, it feels like not only is there only one way to complete each level, but the information you have doesn't really actually help any. Like, they give you all kinds of information about, like, how big the node is, how long it's going to take over, like, what kind of burn it's going to be, but then it doesn't really... None of those numbers really mean a whole lot until you start to see all the, how they're compounding down the bottom of the screen, and I don't know, I think... there's upgrades and stuff, but all the upgrades are really expensive compared to, like, how much data you get. I mean, I guess, like, I'm a little confused because it seems to score you on how many nodes you collected, but then it doesn't seem like you can collect all those nodes and still succeed. Because it would be either too much burden for what you have, or like I'm so there's like it feels like there's a lot of competing concepts in here, and none of them make a whole lot of sense. It's just like you would think they would want you to collect as few nodes as possible, but it looks like they score you on how many you actually collected, but then a lot of times it's a timing thing where you can't possibly collect that many and still succeed, so you won't get any points at all for any data points at all because you didn't succeed, unless it's meant to be like you're supposed to come back to it later when you have some upgrades, but like the upgrades cost so much that I don't know how you would... Like, am I supposed to just keep doing the same puzzle over and over again, the same level over and over again? I don't know how. It just feels like kind of a mess of different ideas, and none of it actually kind of gels together. Which is and I don't know. It's called network notation, but it feels nothing like what you would expect it to feel like, right? Like it just like it's definitely artificial intelligence, taking over systems and stuff, but everything's just a node and a line, right? Like I've played other games where you have like different types of computer systems and different types of things, and like they kind of have it with like the nodes with a firewall around them, but I never quite understood what that was supposed to do or mean. Even though it explains it in tutorial, it's still kind of iffy, and then the first puzzle you encounter it with, you're not necessarily supposed to take them out. I don't know. two minds about this, because it's just like, I see what they're doing. They're trying to be, minimalist puzzle thing, but there's not enough. It just comes back down to, like, you're not giving the player enough to do, like, enough options on how to approach the puzzle, right? And it's frustrating because, like, clearly the game says there's only one way to solve this, and you're just having to guess as to what that way is, and there's not a whole lot of information to use to guess it with, right? Like, it could be just a certain speed. It feels, in many ways, it feels like a speed run rather than an actual, like, try to plan out a route kind of thing. Because all the routes are, like, especially in the early game, are all the same weight, So I don't know. I'm very torn on this. I feel like this. I don't. As someone who likes puzzle games, I didn't find anything about this game that I particularly liked. It's taking a concept that's been done sort of before, and there's still more room for iteration with that whole concept, but this is more like a frustration simulator than an actual, like, strategy or puzzle kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know who will find this fun. I'm sure somebody will, but I can't. Like, it doesn't feel like it. I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, it's a game and it should be fun, and I'm not experiencing any fun. And I like puzzle games and stuff too, and it's not doing anything for me. It's not engaging my brain. It's not. There's not much to look at. The story is barely getting off the ground. I don't know. I can't. It's an enigma. It's an enigma, friends. But that has been my look at Network Notation. It is by Matchbox Games LLC, and it is scheduled for a release on Steam on April the 24th. So you can go take a look at, in the description of the YouTube video and stuff, you can go take a look at it, and there'll be links and all that stuff. So you can go see what you can make of it. Yeah, there you have it. Okay, my friends, that's Network Notation. Now we're gonna get rid of the hashtag ad, because I am going to play what I want to play. Not that I didn't want to play this. I did want to play this. But I have another thing we can take a look at for a little bit here. So I'm torn. Do I look at Cyberscape? I was playing a little bit of Cyberscape. Or do I do... I think, you know what? I was going to let this one kind of cook a little bit, but you know what? We're just going to do it. Because there's a little bit more to it. There's a little bit more meat on it than... Cyberscape is an FPS, like an old school FPS, with some RPG elements, and it's cool. The idea is very cool. I wasn't really... It wasn't necessarily... I think it wasn't necessarily grabbing me right away. I was enjoying it, but it wasn't necessarily grabbing me. This one... kind of grabbing me, but we'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get in here. But let's go let's do this for a little bit. So we'll say truck mechanic, dangerous past. This is fully released. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually got mostly positive. Really? Okay. All right. I don't know if I would call it mostly positive, but you know, it's not necessarily terrible. It's definitely feels like Eurojank. I mean, it's Playway. It's publishing it, so I mean, that's basically the name of the game for them. So this is, what is this? 15% off at $16.99. So it's $16.99. 50% normally $19.99. Okay. Okay. So we'll save that.
What seems to happen in the psychedelic state is that when something is positive, it has the potential to be incredibly positive.
Where's my
Euphoric and ecstatic.
thing at here? Okay, edit and
Potential to be quite hellish.
do that in the tags.
You're bullshitting me. You're really bullshitting me. Really, really bullshitting. That can't be true. Impossible.
That up there. Where are we at? 224. 225. Dangerous pass. The URL for this. Put it all in there since the YouTube will be out there forever. Save. Cool. So we got that. Then set in. It's not truck mechanic. Is that the correct game? 995680. 995680. Yep, that's the correct one. Okay. All right, cool. I think that's everything there. Yeah, I've done everything there. All right, let's go pull this up. See what we got. All right. I might have to turn the audio up a little bit, maybe. That sounds okay. Okay, friends. So we're going to take a look at Truck Mechanic: A Dangerous Paths. This is by Atomic Jelly and published by 101XP and Playway. It is released out on Steam right now. Currently 15% or yeah, that should say 15% off, not 50% off. Hang on. That's on me. 1 second here. Where's my yeah, this should be that should be 15%. There we go. Oh, come on. There you go. 15% off at $16.99. Normally $20 US. It's what's the best way to describe this? Open world. Well, open map. Let's say Eurojank Roadcraft, I think is the best way I can describe this. If you've played Roadcraft or even something like Mud Runner or Snow Runner, it's kind of the same idea, but very, very, very indie. And you'll see what I mean as we go here. But I'm gonna do so. I already had like a game in progress because I've been playing this off camera, being like, should I play this on camera? Should I not? Because I was kind of like, messing around with it. But I'm gonna start a new game, and you can see from the tutorial, and we'll go from there.
Back to work. I should take a walk and stretch before spending hours in the driver's cab, and make sure everything is in its right place. Damn animals. Hope they don't rob me at night.
Damn dirty apes. They blew it all up. Okay, and this is the sort of the tutorial. It's giving you like, here's how to do your flashlight, here's how to move around, here's how to jump, control to crouch, shift to sprint.
Sprinting is the worst part. In the jungle, you never know when you'll have to run. So I hope I'm not too rusty. Hey there, Sydney. You look like you've been drinking diesel and burning tires all night. Miss me, huh?
Alright, pop into the truck. And of course L for the truck lights as well. First person camera and third person camera with C. And then shift. So this is manual. Right now it starts out in, and then control gets you down. Downshifts. And first gear. S to stop. A and D to steer. And then we have to drive to the marked location. Now this is, it starts you out in manual, but there's a, I think it's R that switches it back over to automatic. Yeah, so R is automatic. They actually tell you that in a minute, but I'm going to switch it over to automatic right now because I don't feel like it's shifting up and down. Alright. First toolbox on the left side of the truck. Click on it to open the toolbox. Click on the canister. Alright, once you have the canister, click E on the fuel pump. Get the canister. That will refuel. We have a full canister. You can click on the truck's fuel tank to refuel it. Put the canister back into the toolbox. Carrying equipment slows you down. Okay. Fuel pumps, always fill your canister first if you have it in your hand. It's not full yet. Otherwise, hitting E on the pump will just automatically refuel your truck. Now, in the demo, you could actually pick up the handle and plug it in there. I guess they've changed that since then. I guess this was just a... if they're having problems with it. Enter a truck, approach the door, and use E. If you find yourself in a no-win situation, you can use the CB radio to get help. Turn the CB radio, click X. Roadside assistance, order small parts. Select the second option by pressing 2. Third option lets you check where the nearest activities are. It can help you gain reputation. And 4 is custom orders. Close the CB radio. Alright. And I did the transmission thing. Alright. Drive to the marker. You need to exit the truck. It's stuck in rough terrain. The winch is your best friend. Grab it. And then tie it around a tree. Alright, T to operate the winch. Alright, parking brake on. Attach the winch. Wind it back up. Here. Turn the parking brake off and go. Exit the truck, walk to the location. Planks usage. Sometimes there's an obstacle in the road that would be too difficult or too risky to cross. For this purpose, your truck carries some planks. Store them inside a truck bed and place them down. Yep. Get the planks from the ground using E and place them in the truck bed. Oops, you don't need to bring them back to the truck. Ah, you can just right click and they go right back into the... Okay. that is pretty easy there.
That load looks ready to go.
Click E on the pallets or truck's cargo space to enter cargo transfer mode. Click on the crate and drag it.
Loaded. I can move on.
Okay.
Cargo offloaded.
There you go. Once you've completed all of the tasks on the map, in order to continue the game, you must find an exit sign. There you
Easy peasy.
go. Walk back to the garage. Check your skill tree, approach the skill table, and click E on it. You can unlock new skills using a mix of reputation points from completed tasks and special books you find on the maps, or just cash. Depending on your playstyle, you have several options to progress your character. Okay. Access the guidebook. Hit the pause menu. Okay, there's a guidebook. It contains a complete collection of information about all the mechanics and tools and all that stuff. Okay. Select your next challenge by picking a mission from the board. Approach the board and press E. Alright. Complete the tutorial. Certified mechanic. 82%. Icons for available missions will be lighter than the others. Alright. So mountain plantations. Thank you. Thank you for the GGs. Completed the tutorial. Steep terrain near the until recently dormant volcano is being developed by plantations of farmers who are eagerly exploiting the fertile soil. Tourism is thriving in this charming valley, which has lost its previous interest through the volcano's recent activity. Everything's being closely watched by scientists and monitored by the situation of the volcano waking up from slumber. While concerned residents await developments, the morning drawdown of the volcano put everyone on their feet. Scientists and their research residents rising about the business. Okay. Yeah, this is... I don't think English is their first language because this will run on sentence and a half. Anyway, start mission.
What's up, Bart? It's James here at the research station. Man, I need a favor. The locals are convinced the volcano is about to explode. I've explained it's been dormant for years, but they keep bringing up some local deity that's about to wake up. I promised we'd take a look, just to keep the peace. The problem is, our instruments at the observation point are out of order and need repairs.
That's someone being me?
See? I knew you'd agree.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
Fix the instruments and gather some rock samples. That's all. Nice and simple, right?
What if I stumble upon the god of fire?
Well, don't recite the Lord's Prayer at it, or it might get offended. Oh, and you'll have to take the cable car to get there.
Is it that bad?
Well, it depends. The cable cars used to belong to the hotel, but the owner closed the place down after the last eruption. No idea if anything still works there.
Should I leave a 1-star review for your poor service?
Don't forget to ask them to reimburse you, and to pay for your trip.
Right. I'm off on my date with a god then.
You're a lifesaver. Good luck.
I did mention it was jank. So Goldilocks learn.
See, even old dogs can learn new tricks.
So earnings, you increase earnings by 50% by completing cargo missions. Okay. So what I did was I got out of the truck and I knew that there was this area over here, so I can cut through the wire fence, and then I think I can use a machete on there, and there's something else over there to be grabbed. So I'm going to do that. And it will tell you when you walk up to it what tool you need to access it. So we got leather seats.
With this, my vehicle will look like $1 million.
It certainly will look like $1 million. My vehicle. Did I mention my vehicle's $1 million? So one thing I do need to point out here. The game definitely has some performance issues. They've been working on it. There was a patch. However, I've found that the best thing you could do is... See, it's actually changed some things, which is interesting. I had all these on high. So at one point I had these on like ultra. And if you put them on ultra, you're going to have probably a bad time, even if your computer can handle it. So I went down to high, and it looks like the latest update has pushed a few down even to medium, perhaps. I don't know. So yeah, you're just going to want to kind of not go bleeding edge on it, because this area in particular, like the tutorial, it's very off-putting because the tutorial works fine on ultra, but as soon as you load into this area, it's like 20 FPS, right? And we'll still probably get to some parts of this area as it loads in more that are still a little bit slow, but not 20 FPS anyway. But it'll be noticeably slower in parts. So Let's see. So there is a map, and we are the little red truck on the map here. There is a point of interest down there. I wonder what that. You know what? I'm gonna get out and walk because I'm kind of curious here, and I don't want to get the truck stuck on something here. So where is this at? It's down a little bit further here. Oh, it's right there. There's a giant thing here. Okay. Oh, Alejandro.
Doing well. Who knows? Maybe soon I'll start trusting you.
I don't know if I want you to trust me with that voice.
You're doing well.
You're doing well.
Who knows?
Miguel? What are you
Who
doing?
let you in here?
We'll let you in here. Yeah, you can. Not exactly professional voice actors.
I can use this.
Ooh, some
Not
money.
sure what for, but I know I can.
Someone left some money on there. Like, okay. You insist. I'll take your money. You don't have to tell me twice. I can't get in this door, though. So I'm guessing that is... So, there you do things and you gain reputation by doing things. Yeah, you can see as I'm moving around here, it's very, like, I think the frame pacing is all kind of off because it's very it's not stuttering per se, but it's also not like smoothly kind of visually moving. So I think they just have kind of a frame pacing kind of thing going on that's having some issues maybe. I don't know. Alright, so we have a couple ways to go here. That question mark is still down there too. Huh. Well, let's go towards, let's do the main quest, because once we do that, that'll give us some reputation, and then also we can use our CB radio to like point us to the closest stuff to do. Also, they're not quite done tutorializing this yet either. Yeah, you can see it's now it's stuttering a bit as we're loading in
My luck, I'd have to take the long route.
more of the map here. That's why I was kind of like, do I wait for them to sort of patch us a little bit more? Do I show it off now? I guess it ultimately doesn't matter.
Time to use the winch.
Go. Alright, away we go. Now I am running on, I believe I'm just running Proton Experimental. So maybe I would get a little bit better pacing or something, frame pacing with Glorious Egg Roll maybe? I don't know. Haven't tried it. Move some of these out of the way. Okay. Hey, Bidoof. I have a question I want to ask. Do Linux users guilt trip or try to convert other former Linux users into switching back to Linux? I've seen this behavior and it's disgusting. So I don't know. I mean, maybe. I have no idea. I don't have my finger on the pulse of the Linux community that much. I just like using it. It serves my purposes. Serves my purposes more than Windows. And it's funny too because my one of my colleagues at work, so we have to use Windows 11 at work. And one of my colleagues is having, like, he's got pretty much the same laptop that I have, but he's having problems with where Windows Explorer just keeps crashing out on him every couple minutes, and he had IT go take a look at it, and they're like, well, just install some new drivers and stuff, and that worked for like 2 or 3 days, and then it just went right back to crashing out constantly, and he's having to, like, you know, be in the middle of something, and he has to restart Explorer and all that, or Explorer will just restart on its own. So one of the things they suggested was like, you know, maybe we'll get you a Linux instance you can that you can connect to do your work. He's like, I'm not even set up for any of that right now. And how's that going to help me? Because I'm going to have to terminal into that, and I'm still going to have a Windows Explorer that keeps crashing out. Okay. So, which way are we going? Oh, we gotta go that way. Gotta go that way. What do we got? Up here, we got a lot of, holy crap, stuttering. The truck is stuttering back and forth here. I think it's because of the rain, maybe. It's causing some problems, perhaps. I mean, it's still usable. I can still drive and everything. It's just that the truck itself is like sort of stuttering forward and back a little bit. I mean, that could just be a physics issue, not a frame rate thing.
Dead silent. Nothing's working. I better check the power switch in the back.
Okay, there we go. Now we're slightly better out. We're out of the truck now. Let's see what we got here. Anything I can, any like stuff I can collect? Oh, I need a bolt cutter. Gotta get through the fence.
Ta-da!
Okay, let me put my flashlight on so you guys can see a little bit there. Right, so we got the power on. Anything over here? Missing dog. Top side here. I'm looking around for like secrets and stuff. Collectibles. Don't see any. I don't think I can get up top there, can I? No, I don't think so. Alright. I'll just end up getting myself stuck. There was this place down here, though. Get fast. I need a machete. Alright, let's do it. Grab the machete. See what we got in here. Here's something. Small
Yes,
lamps.
Now my truck will have a whole new character.
And
I
some
don't
spare
call it
parts.
I call it collecting.
And that works for me. Can't get in there. Is that spare parts there? It
I can
is.
use this. Not sure what for, but I know I can.
Okay, let's go see. Use the gondola to reach the viewpoint.
You must be kidding me. The controller unit is fried.
Okay. Interact with the box, walk up to it, and hit E. Hold F to inspect for damaged parts. Okay. That's damaged. That's damaged. Maybe that one wasn't damaged. You can repair damaged parts on the anvil.
And done.
Okay. All parts in the correct order. Use highlights as hints. Go. Where's this other one go? Oh, there it is. Oop. Oh, excuse me.
Shoot
Oh.
now.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Cool. So that should be working. Oof. This is maybe we should sit down. This is rocking quite a bit.
It's a good thing I'm not scared of heights. Wait, am I?
Ah, thank you. Let's get this. Some water here. Boy, I hope you're not. I hope you don't get motion sick. Because if anything's going to make you motion sick, it'll be this gondola ride.
I stood still enough already. Hello? Any fire gods here? I wonder if it's a volcano or a super volcano.
Well, if it's super volcano, everybody's dead. When it explodes.
What a
Hula girl.
surprise. This add-on is a must-have.
We got a Hula Girl add-on. Spare
I can use
parts.
this. Not sure what for, but I know I can.
That's Sarah.
What? I don't know nothing.
Okay. So let's fix measuring device. Okay. Okay. Grounding cable.
Perfect.
Okay.
Fixed it. Praise the fire god. Oh yeah, I gotta collect those samples. Guess it's time to get my hands dirty. Again. Tohil was the god of fire in the Kiichi pantheon. Huetehetiot was its Aztec. Wait, if the volcano is dormant and not extinct, could it just erupt at any moment?
Foreshadowing. When Felix Sawyer was crashing on Windows, the IT guy didn't do anything to fix it. No, they don't know why it's crashing.
With this, my vehicle will look like $1 million.
They don't know why. They tried installing new drivers, which helped for like a day or two, and then it went right back to crashing again. And we all have very similar laptop. Like I have a similar laptop to what he has, and I don't have, thankfully, don't have the problem. So, don't know what's going on with it. Well, for all we know, Microsoft has an entire copy of our code base, database, and everything else at this point with recall. Whoops, that's not no. I want to go down. I want to go back up there. Damn it! Clicked the wrong thing. Clicked the wrong thing. I guess we're getting a front row seat of the eruption here. I wanted to open the doors, not go back down, or go back up. I mean. That guy's still over there chilling. And the sun's coming up at least, so we can probably turn the flashlight off and just enjoy the morning sun here. Is there something over there? Alright, let's see if I manage to open the doors instead of going all the way back up again. There we go. Back to the truck.
James, you there? I fixed the instruments and gathered the samples.
Did you meet the fire god?
Sure, I even offered him the money to scorch your ass.
Ha! They are There's more good news. We're looking at the readings now. All we need now is those samples. And then you can be on your way.
Okay. Down here. Guess I'm going that way. Where's my truck at? Yeah, pretty much. Question mark? No, is it the other way? I don't know which way I'm facing on that. I think I'm facing the wrong way. Yeah, I'm definitely facing the wrong way. Where do I go? Make a left here. Okay. Where am I at now? I gotta make another left up here. Looks like. No. Figured that. Okay. I'm here, James.
Thanks, Bart. Show me what you got for me. I'm working here. No time to talk. I'm working here. No time to talk.
Okay, I guess I turn that in, yeah. Deliver the rock sample. Be back in the truck. $200 for that. 10 reputation. I think there's a gas station down here. Yeah, there it is. Let's go. Fill up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to actually fill the canister too. Alright, put that back in here. There we go. Price per gallon, 4 cents. Man, if only. Oh, tractor steering wheel.
Perfect in my truck.
Nice. And there's a wire fence there. Going around cutting through everybody's wire fences. Like the badass that I am.
I don't call it
Spare
hoarding.
parts.
I call it collecting.
Okay. So put this away. And let's pop in here. And then we need to reach 12 reputations. So let's see if we can get a rep thing. So where's the nearest reputation point? Oh wait, there's a book here? Just saw an icon for a book. Oh, no, repair. Repair using soldering iron. Do I have a soldering iron? Oh, I do. Okay. Hold left click and move the soldering iron along the path. Don't touch the bounds. Oh, okay. What path do you want? This path?
Done.
Hi,
A little bit of operation there.
Jane, my favorite dispatcher. What wonderful and lucrative opportunities do you have for me today?
Stop fooling around, Bard. There's only one Jane out here.
Indeed, the one and only. What do you need?
I received word from Pepperidge Plantation. They're heaving problems with their irrigation system. Can you go and have a look?
Hi, Jane. What about the magic word?
The magic what now? Is it a code for something? So you really were a spy.
Ah, forget it. What's up with the irrigation system? Any details?
Apparently, a geological company has been doing some research, and they weren't exactly careful.
Wait, the owner just let them walk in like that? No supervision?
They just wanted to examine the bedrock. It wasn't until later we found out they were using heavy equipment.
That's heavy.
What was that?
Nothing. Okay. I'm on my way. Over and out. Geological company. Can't be my old friends, can they? How about checking the radio for any extra gigs?
So, the dialogue was they're heaving problems, which I think they meant they're having problems. But it literally said in the subtitles, heaving problems, and she actually, the voice actor actually said heaving. So, are we going to clean up some vomit over here? Is that the whole? They're heaving everywhere. Or is it the problem that they can't vomit because they're having heaving problems? I don't know. We'll have to see. Gonna hurl, man. Gonna blow chunks. Oof. See that as we get to certain areas, as we start to load in areas, you can see it's really stuttering quite a bit. So they got a ways to go with their performance fixes. Particularly in the truck. I mean, the whole thing is about the truck, and they're as soon as you get in the truck, everything starts to go to hell in a handbasket. I have to go to the right here. Is there a bridge there? Maybe? Yeah, probably. Okay, well, we'll go right here. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're rocking and rolling now. So interestingly enough, I can still control the truck pretty good. It's just like... it's just stutter stepping. Okay, is this bridge safe?
It's just a car. The bridge has fallen on its ears. Why would it collapse now?
Oh, for crying out loud, dude. Why would it collapse now? Yeah, why would it? Oof. Okay, now the frame rate has definitely collapsed. The rain started up and then there goes the frame rate. Which way do I go? To the right there? Up and to the right? So either the volcano is generating earthquakes or somehow the thunder is causing the ground to shake here. But yeah, the weather effects are definitely no bueno as far as frame rate is concerned. What is this star here? Is that a reputation thing? Oh, I can fix this sign. You can repair this sign, find a missing part nearby, and place it here, and fix it with a hammer. Repair using hammer. Yeah. Persuader, use a hammer for the first time to fix something. Also, there's something else over here. I can jump high enough to do it. Yeah, what's this? There's something in there to be collected. Alright, bolt cutters it is. things in here. Hood, leather cover.
Yes, now my truck will have a whole new character.
Okay. Prepared. Oh, that's a book. Prefer to take more parts with you rather than running around the wilderness looking for screws later. Adds 10 spare parts at the start of each mission. Okay. Huh. Okay, Ella. No problem. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Anything in here? I guess not. Did lightning just... Did I get struck by lightning there? Really seemed like it. Where do I have to go for this? Is the road taking me there? I guess the road will take me there.
Let's check the pump first. Can't say it's pump for it. Jokes.
Alright, let's,
It wasn't the heavy equipment that caused the malfunction. It was the gross neglect. This pump is a heap of junk.
alright, so something down there. Okay. That probably everything. Alright. Can reinstall this.
Okay. Now just gotta find the connector.
Fix the water connector. Look around first. Oh, here's some stuff. Animal skull
What's this?
knob.
It looks really awesome. Money here?
Some money.
Well, looks like fortune is following me.
Okay.
I don't call it
Got
hoarding.
parts
I
there.
call it collecting.
I thought I saw something else over there. There's pipe.
Looks alright. Maybe it was just the pump. I'll take a look at the sprinklers just in case. Well, this one's out.
Okay. Here to damage pipes.
Let's check the others. Not great here either. This might come in handy. Okay, just one more.
Over here. Our frame rate has returned at least a little bit.
This one's fine. What's this? I thought eggheads were supposed to be smart. Don't they know how to use their own gear?
All just
I should take
equipment.
this to the research station. They'll know what to do.
And then get back to truck. Okay. All right, we're odd jobbing, as we do. As we do.
Hey, James, I found the egghead. I found the research equipment. The geologist must have lost it. Can I bring it to you guys?
Sure thing. Gotta admit, I'm curious to see what they've left behind.
It's a bomb. For some reason, I have that. I have the original Deus Ex in line. Like, there's a bomb on the plane. There's a bomb on the helicopter. Okay. What we got here? We are rolling on our own. I was like looking around, like, why is stuff moving in the background? All right. So over there. Oh, this is not great.
Let's pull.
Okay. And that's 826 yards that way. So I guess I go... I have to go down and across the bridge. Down and across the bridge again. Which is down that way, right? Yeah. Alright, come on. Come on. Down there. Alright, good. So, will I go that way? Yeah, pretty much. Trying to stick to the roads as much as I can. It's been pretty bumpy as is. Around the horn we go. And this way. What's that down there? Is that just the light from the gas station down there? I swore I saw a big, like, yellow light. Maybe it was just reflected light from this thing. I don't know.
Thanks for dropping off the equipment. Heard it took you some work to clean up after those company boys. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Find another sucker, I guess.
But Dean, it wouldn't be you, buddy.
Well, you could also, like, look at me when you're talking to me. That could be a thing you could do too. So just looking up in the air. Oh, there's something up here, isn't there?
I can use this. Not sure what for, but I know I can.
Okay. I'm gonna save it. Right there. My friends, and we're gonna call it, I think, for the night. I think that's what we're gonna do. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Yeah, let's get out of here. Yes, thank you, everyone, so much for watching. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes, and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, maybe toss my way, that'd be really great and awesome and swell. It helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Tomorrow, I'm not sure right now. I want to take a look at some of the coding stuff. But I'm not sure I'm going to be what kind of... I haven't looked at any of the coding stuff for weeks, so I kind of need a day to just sort of like process it all. So I don't know if I'll do a stream or not of it, or if I'll just do a game. Probably leaning towards a game tomorrow night. Don't know what, but we'll see. We'll see when we get to it. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Hope you have, oof, I threw myself off here. Hope you have an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. Hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff that happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor a rump.
You watch your ass.
I